I think Microsoft has finally realized that Linux is becoming the true Windows alternative, at least in gaming field. Linux is actually a really good desktop operating system. You can really drive it. There are lots of options. The only thing is that it doesn't support all the Windows apps. But when it comes to gaming, most of the game, even the Windows game, actually work on Linux thanks to Valve. So there is this thing called Steam Deck. It's a handheld gaming device. And instead of Windows, it actually runs Linux. And the operating system is called SteamOS. SteamOS is Valve's first Linux-based operating system. It features a seamless user experience that's optimized for gaming while retaining access to the power and flexibility of a PC. SteamOS plays tens of thousands of games on Steam, and we are constantly testing the Steam catalog for SteamOS compatibility. And they have also developed a software called Proton, which is a compatibility layer to run Windows games on Linux. So maybe there is a chance that you have heard about this device before. It is actually getting really popular among gamers. Now, because of this becoming popular and it's not running Windows, Microsoft and other, manufacturers did this. So there is this device from Microsoft and other manufacturer called Rogue Ally. Look at this thing. Yeah. It's a clone of Steam Deck. We can't say clone. Let's just say they also want to jump into this market. Okay, the handheld gaming devices. But instead of running the SteamOS, it's Windows. And, Windows already runs all the Windows games. They don't have to worry about anything. It runs all the anti-cheat games and all that. So it's probably best, but still, Steam is getting better and better. And, check this article out on The Verge. Linux usage on Steam hits a record high for the second month in a row. So currently there are two things happening. One thing, more and more people are buying Steam Deck. Another thing, it's not like only Steam Deck or SteamOS can run the games. That can run all the Linux compatible plus whatever SteamOS can run. Like, for example, the Bazite OS, specially configured for gaming, so you don't have to do anything. Just install it and start playing the game, and you don't have to own the handheld devices to enjoy the games if you prefer Linux. Linux is not going to stop. It's a huge effort from Valve by making the SteamOS and Steam Deck, so it's gonna constantly improve and will get better and better every single day. And other Linux distributions also benefit from this. Now, here is the main thing. Maybe as a Linux user, you won't like this. Recently, Microsoft posted this Windows PC Gaming in 2025. Handheld innovation, ARM progress, and DirectX advances. There are a couple of things I wanna point out in this blog post. Okay, so again, they have the handheld devices just like Steam Deck. So there are many companies making the Steam Deck-like devices. Now, there is this thing, Xbox full screen experience. This is the most important piece of software or feature for Windows that is actually going to change Windows forever for gaming. Okay, hear me out. So in the beginning, this was an exclusive feature for handheld devices. So what this does is basically gives you a console-like home. Okay, it's not a regular Windows UI. Don't worry, I'll show you the live demo after this. So basically, this is the user interface of full screen experience. You can kind of say it's the true gaming experience or user interface in Windows. Okay, now it's expanding to all Windows PCs. You don't have to own a handheld device. Okay, now why that matters? It creates a console-like home that puts your games at the center of the experience while, this is important, while minimizing background activity and differing non-essential tasks. The result, you'll get smoother frame and consistent performance. Yes, it's also coming to Windows 11 PCs like the desktop laptops or two-in-ones. Thanks to Linux, Microsoft is actually making Windows better for gaming. Yeah, it's actually happening. First of all, it changes the UI of the computer and gives you like console-like home. It minimizes the background activity, which basically means the things that we don't need while gaming will be minimized, or in other words, the services that run in background that are not so useful while gaming won't run. And this mode will only focus on providing you better gaming experience by giving you a smoother frame rates and consistent performance. And it's coming for any PC. If you're a true gamer, you want the best of best, performance out of your PC just for gaming. Yeah, this thing looks promising. I'm pretty sure someone will do a comparison video. So maybe in future I'll do it. Right now, this feature is available in preview, so you have to get the Windows 11 preview ISO files. Now let me show you guys the full screen experience. There are a couple of ways to access this. I have the Windows 11 preview installed. If I go to settings and then gaming, here once this feature hits your PC, you'll see this option, full screen experience, and here you can configure this. And for some reason there is this option, choose home app, and we can select the home app. Right now it's the Xbox, because that's the only app which gives you the full screen experience. But since we have an option, I think the third-party apps can also provide the full screen experience of their own, like the different UI or something, maybe Steam or other similar gaming apps. Here you can select Xbox, because that's the only thing we have, and enter full screen experience on startup. You can enable this, and when you turn on your computer, it will automatically go into the full screen experience for better gaming performance. If you click on task view here, you'll see an option, Xbox full screen experience. You can directly click on it and enter the Xbox full screen experience. And here is another interesting part. When you're using a regular desktop and you try to switch to the full screen experience, it will ask you to restart your PC for better performance. So as Microsoft says, that it gives you the best, gaming performance by minimizing the background processes and all that. So if you want that, the best performance, you'll have to restart your PC. So it will only load the essential gaming related things. And this feature again is in preview. So when I tested this for the first time, I actually did a video on this a couple of weeks ago. At that time, it was working fine, but right now it's crashing. So maybe there is a new update. It's updating. Let's see. Now I'm gonna enter my password, and you'll see it will go straight into the full screen experience UI. Yeah, it's crashing. Yep. It's crashing. Let me show you guys my old video actually. So here, after restarting my PC, you can see this is the full screen experience feature. Okay. So here you'll see all the installed apps, plus you can browse the games and download them. And I also saw some comments in my previous video on this asking whether it also supports the third-party games and game launchers. Yeah, it does. Yeah, you can use any third-party game launchers in here. You can add them like Steam, Epic Games, and many other that you may know or fairly popular ones. You get the idea. Yeah, it works with third-party game launchers too. You can add that in here. So yeah, finally Microsoft is making Windows better, at least for gaming. So I don't know about the desktop user. Previously, whether you're a home user or a gamer, we had same performance, same user interface, no difference, no nothing. But now we have a choice. If you want the true gaming, performance out of your PC, yeah, you'll be able to get it soon. But by doing this, Microsoft can't stop Linux from evolving. Yeah, it's gonna keep evolving, and maybe someday it will become a actual good alternative for Windows. Nothing is perfect. Okay, Windows isn't And I feel like Linux is also not. Okay, there are always going to be some pros and cons. Competition is actually healthy for users. I'm not going to say for the companies, but for the users, competition is good. It only makes the product better. If there is no competition, Microsoft Windows is very inconsistent. Instead of fixing the user interface and experience, they're putting more and more things to the operating system. So if there is going to be a competition, better looking operating system, better performance, and better gaming experience, yeah, nobody's going to use Windows. And yeah, I think that's it for this one. Hope you enjoyed it. But if you have any questions or have any suggestions for me, you can always do the comment and we can have some chit chat in the comment section too. Yeah, that's it. I'll see you in the next one. Take care of yourself and have fun. Bye bye.